if you haven't thought much about reviews before, I would encourage you to do so. It helps with a few things. First of all, it helps with SEO for your website, or we're going to talk about Google. It helps bring your business to the forefront on Google. It also helps you just genuinely pinpoint problems and kind of chat more with your audience, getting that feedback, as well as providing credibility to your business. My first tip is to make it personal. So make sure you don't just send out like a general email requesting reviews, but you ask, hey, Sally, you know that project I just did for you? I just rocked that project for you. Can you please write me a Google review? Number 2 is make it part of your workflow. So you probably have a series of steps that you go through as you're onboarding and getting to know your clients. So make a note to yourself to always ask for a review at a certain point. Maybe it is like after 90 days, after you've gone through the training process, you've done a great job and kind of built that relationship. Maybe it's after a year of working together. You're like, can you please write me a review? Number 3, let them know how much it actually truly helps you. You can kind of bring them into your mission for helping small business owners get more organized and use that empathy, as well as just remember they like you. They want to help you out. A lot of people are really wanting to do that, but sometimes they just don't take the time, which leads me to number 4, which is make it easy for them. So you can give them step-by-step instructions about how to do that. Send them the link where you want them to go. And I also like to, number 1, be strategic about timing. If something great just happened in their business that you helped with, that is a good time to ask for that review. As well as you can give them a couple sentences of ideas about what to write about, maybe some of the projects that you worked on and the good things that you did. I kind of learned this trick later on in school. A couple times I needed letters of recommendation. The person had me like do the first draft, which does seem like a little bit funny, but if you're dealing with kind of like a busy, important person, a lot of times they have an assistant that does stuff like that. So the more you can assist them, the better. Number 5 hack is ask for Google reviews specifically. Let me know in the comments if you are interested in kind of like a technical video all about Google reviews. But basically, the gist of it is you can go to Google Maps and then you go down the left side, there's a little choice that says add my business. And so if your business is not already on Google, that is the way to start. Then there's like a little bit of a process you can follow. You have to verify your business, like claim it as your own, and make sure it's showing up as like a place in Google Maps. I was just looking up the instructions today for you guys, and it's pretty easy. So if you just Google that, you should find it fairly well. Give me a thumbs up if you are excited for the rest of these hacks. We're about halfway through. I think number 9 is my favorite, so make sure to stay tuned for that one. My name is Morgan. My website is FinePoints.biz. I would love it if you also subscribe to this channel. If you're a bookkeeper, I come out with a new video every single week. And I have a class that helps you find quality bookkeeping clients. I have a whole section on there about reviews. So if you are wanting some more good bookkeeping clients, check out that class. It's called Bookkeeper Marketing Coach. And I also have a free masterclass that's like a little taste of it. It is the 3 real ways I got my first client. And getting back to it, number 6 is get to the point. Don't beat around the bush when you're asking for reviews. Just come out and say it, like people understand. Number 7, have a system for following up. Like I said, your business owner, your client is probably pretty busy, so they might not be able to do the review at the minute that you first request it. It could take them a couple weeks. I think giving them like a loose deadline is a great idea, as well as just like gently follow up, be like, oh, did you get a chance to do that review yet? Especially if they said that they are going to, but they just haven't got a chance to. Number 8 is get creative. So these aren't like the personal asks like I mentioned earlier, but these take barely any time, and then it's kind of like an ongoing reminder that you are looking for reviews. So first of all, you could put like a little thing in your email signature that says, give me a Google review here, in the link. Same thing on your website, same thing on your social media. If you have business cards or other paper things, you can add like a leave us a review to that, or even like a QR code that will send them directly where they need to go to write that review. So again, make it as easy as possible. Number 9 is respond to any reviews you get. So not only does this help the engagement in the SEO, it also gives people reading that just another chance to get to know you. And that goes along with the next one, which is do not fear negative reviews. So I'm sure you've been on Google and you're reading like a scathing review of something, like a restaurant maybe. And then you can kind of tell like maybe that customer was a little much, like they kind of go on and on in their review. And then you see the restaurant owner reply to that review. And if they are able to craft a calm, professional, well-worded response, that goes a long way in helping their reputation. Then, you know, the reader can kind of judge like which person is at fault in this situation. And even if it is your fault, how do you deal with your mistakes? Everyone makes mistakes. So how do you respond to clients that are unhappy? Number 11 is share those positive reviews in your network. So I know sometimes this seems like bragging and it doesn't feel the best, but it is common these days to have like a little reviews section on your website. Or how about this? Maybe you're sending out an email to your group of clients about a new service you offer. It would really make sense to include in that email a review of someone who has done that product with you successfully. You know what I mean? It's like the social proof that you know what you're doing and you can provide that new service well, and that can actually help people make their decision on adding a service with you or hiring you. When I first came out with a couple bookkeeper classes, I didn't have very many reviews, and someone actually emailed me and asked me, they're like, do you have any like testimonials from your class? And I was like, oh, I actually haven't really taken the time yet to compile those. And so that was a clue to me that that is something people are really expecting and looking for. And number 12 is diversify your reviews. So yes, I want you to focus on those Google reviews because that's going to give you the most bang for your buck. I think it's the most popular as well as the most helpful in SEO. But you also have potential clients that are other places. So you have some on Facebook, you have some on LinkedIn, maybe Instagram. So wherever you are on social media, if you have a really good client with a good review, again, make it easy for them. Just send them a link. They probably already have a Facebook profile. Just be like, here's your awesome Google review. Do you mind just copying and pasting this right into Facebook right here? Here's the link. And I know it can be challenging, especially if you're newer and you're like, oh, I don't have a ton of clients. I don't have a ton of reviews. But just keep this in the back of your mind as you're going through your bookkeeping business and like through the years. And little by little, those reviews are going to build up, and that is really going to help your business out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what other videos you are interested in seeing. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you again next week.